Okay, we're now into worked example 6 here. Now this one again is quite tricky and it will take a little bit of work and practice and repetition to make sure it's okay. All right, in this particular example you can see, look, we've got this acceleration equals change in velocity, that's v minus u divided by t, and you can see, look, we're looking to really rearrange this equation to try and express u. And again, you can see it is quite tricky. This one does cause problems and will require quite a bit of practice to get it correct. The first thing we'll do here is just write out the equation. We're given acceleration is equal to, v minus u all divided by t. Now, when you do have to rearrange this particular equation, my advice would be to use the fact that delta v is equal to v minus u. So really we can simplify this equation from having really 4 variables. You've got acceleration, final velocity, initial velocity, and then time, down into just really an equation with 3 variables. Acceleration equals your change in velocity. So instead of writing in there v minus u, we can just replace that really with delta v and then divide that all by t. I just tend to find that it may be less confusion for students to rearrange and might make life just a little bit easier for us. Now look, we are looking for a value of u. We can see, of course, on the right hand side here, we know that u is related to this change in velocity. So really I want to try and rearrange this more simplistic equation to start off with, really, to leave delta v in it, so, and then at the end that'll make life a lot easier. Now to leave delta v in the zone, we need to really eliminate this t as a denominator, and to do that, of course, we multiply the right hand side by t. But of course, if we multiply the right hand side by t, we need to also multiply the left hand side by t as well. Let's just drop it down a level here just to sort of simplify this a bit. So we end up then with ta is equal to delta v times t. And of course, that's all divided by t. You can see, of course, now the right hand side, we've denominator and numerator being equal to each other. And of course, one number divided by itself just cancels out to give us 1, really. And we then end up, we can simplify this right hand side down into ta is equal to delta v. Now, we're not really looking for delta v. We have a little bit more work to do. We're looking for u, really. But just to sort of tidy this up just a little bit further, I want to take that delta v to the left hand side and then leave the ta across to the right hand side. Now we also need to bring in the fact we know, or hopefully know anyway, that delta v is equal to v minus u. So instead of coming across the left hand side and writing in delta v, we can actually put in v minus u. So we've got v minus u is equal to ta. All right, now let's just go back up to the top to see this particular equation is looking us to express u. So we're not just quite done at the moment. All right, so we're looking to leave u on its own. Again, I wouldn't worry about this minus just till the very end, and we need to really try and eliminate this v excuse me, on the left hand side. Now, these two numbers are not multiplied together, they're not like a product, and so we need to really take away v from both sides of the equation if we want to eliminate that number v on the left hand side, and we need to do the exact same operation to the right hand side as well. So really the left hand side will then become v minus u, and the mathematical operation we're doing then is minus v. We're taking v away from the left hand side is equal to ta, and then the same mathematical operation, we're taking away v as well. All right, now we can simplify the left hand side a little bit further, because v take away v, that's just like 5 take away 5, and that's going to really cancel out to give us nothing. Those literally takes them back down to 0. Let's just tidy up the left hand side. We have got minus u is equal to ta minus v. Now at this stage, this minus here might of course cause us some problems. The easiest way I feel to deal with that is to multiply everything in the equation by minus 1. So if we multiply minus u by minus 1, we just quite simply change the sign, it becomes plus u. If we've got minus 1 multiplied by this lump of stuff, ta, that just becomes minus ta. And if we've got minus 1 multiplied by minus v, well, minus 1 times minus actually ends up giving us a plus. And that's our equation now fully rearranged to express u, your initial velocity. We can now sub in our respective numbers to get the correct answer in your examination script.